Oh. Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, no, don't pair. I'm asking you to turn off. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, last night was intense energy. It really, really was. Hello, Samantha. Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. Just so y'all are aware. All right, let's get started. Kind of rushing. Story of my life. I have to teach class in an hour. So, better hurry the F up. All right, here goes. We got some cards. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and I heard finding you irresistible. First and foremost, you're apparently irresistible. And then secondly, this urge is increasing. Whatever that urge actually is, I have no idea. But apparently you are irresistible. Poor person. Stay away from you. Here we go. How are you guys doing, by the way? You guys doing good? Hello, Renee. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Okay, so I got those final deck that I'm going to pull from. All right. Hi, Ocean Lover, Alexandra, Rainbow Flames, Sky Saunders, Diana. Okay. All right, let's pull a couple from here. Here goes. Nervous. Here goes. First, this is someone who just does not feel fulfilled with their life. This is someone, This is someone who really would like something. I'm assuming something from you, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like this has to do with someone's frustration. They want a specific outcome, but the outcome hasn't come to fruition, and that's what's frustrating them. I believe that outcome has to do with you. Oh, now they're starting to understand why their winter was upside down. Now they're really, really starting to understand what it is they need to do. Now they're understanding what it is they need to do and why it's so important that they do it. They're understanding so many different aspects of whatever the struggle was that's been going on for how long, right? Boundaries. They're trying to be respectful of boundaries. That's part of the hang up. They understand now, but part of the hang up is just not knowing where your boundaries actually are, not knowing if they are going to be allowed in behind the lines, right? So this is a masculine still upside down. They are upside down, but their life is starting to go right side up. So that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Okay. Let's see. Initiation in reverse. So they don't know if you are wanting or willing. They don't know if you are wanting or willing to, give them any opportunity to cross that line. Well, that sounds bad though. That sounds bad. Like, I don't know. I'm just keep reading. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't feel right if someone's crossing lines. I mean, uh, like I guess it depends. Like how are you planning to cross that line? What line is it? How comfortable are you with them crossing lines to begin with? Like what them hell? What them hell is this? What them hell? I don't know. I don't know, but that suddenly made me like, oh, is this uh, is this something that you want to happen? Is this something that's going to be respectful? Is this something that's going to be like, I don't know that we should be okay with a free for all, because that's how we set ourselves up for huge disappointment when we allow people to think that they can approach it in whatever way they want. That's what I found with life. Okay. Whether it be platonic, whether it be romantic, whether it be business, when we allow people to think that they can approach us any which way, that creates major problems. Maybe not at first, but eventually it will become a major, major issue. Okay. Um, so create boundaries and expect people to respect it. And I guess that's all. That's the only thing I can really say is create boundaries and have that expectation of people respecting those boundaries. Um, Now, that's not to say no one can never approach you. That's to say they have to be aware of the way in which they do. What are they presenting? Like, you can approach me, we can have a history, and you can approach me and like tentatively step forward and be like, hey, I know like things kind of went down between us. Um, and I kind of hope that that could just be in the past and we could just kind of get to know each other again. Like, if I have a friend that I hadn't spoken to in how long, depending on how they exited, that's the main thing. That makes my alien finger pop right up. That's the main thing. It depends on how the two of you exited from each other's lives. If it was kind of just like your feelings got hurt, their feelings got hurt off something benign, and the two of you kind of just got quiet and walked away, that's one thing. But if your feelings got hurt or their feelings got hurt and they went out of their way to try and cut you, bitch, you out for good. Fuck you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm sorry for getting very crass with you guys, but there's no other way to communicate that in my eyes. There's no other way to communicate that. The way they leave should greatly determine how they approach, if they should approach at all again. Okay? When people go out of their way to hurt you when they leave, believe them the first time. Do not give them a second or third or fourth opportunity to finish what they failed to finish the first time. Okay? That's just like, for real, that is my life motto. That is my life motto. I'm not going to give you another opportunity to create the issues that you failed to finish the first time around. And that is what I have learned from so many people. I learned that from so many people, and that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. Okay? So if they didn't go out of their way to try and disintegrate it between the two of you, and maybe you guys should have a conversation. Who knows? Maybe it's something that you should consider allowing, at least tentatively. Okay. For summer, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontent with life. So it's almost like the sense of they have been very, very unhappy with life. They realize that they took for granted your place in their journey, or maybe you took them for granted and you're having this realization. But there's a lot of like contemplation going on right now. There's so much contemplation going on right now. And it's almost this sense of just tentatively making sure that this is something that's even worth attempting. Not that you're not worth it, but is it worth potentially disturbing your peace by resurfacing? I don't know if that makes sense. For some of you, this feels like this is a very, very respectful person. Obviously, this is a general reading. This is not going to apply to everyone. But for some of you, this person feels very, very respectful. And it feels as though they want to be very careful about how to approach and subject matters and whatnot. So that's a comforting thing to know that they have that level of respect for you. For others, the message really is they haven't changed. They're trying to get a second go at whatever it is they failed to finish the first time around. You got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that. And if you're not careful with that, you're going to see why I'm telling you to be careful with that. And, there's not much anyone can say to convince you of things. You have to convince yourself. You have to do what you believe. Okay. Do what you believe to be the right thing. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. Sadness that will heal with time. So that's what they're contemplating. They're contemplating reaching out to you for love and comfort. Okay. They've been through a huge process. They went through basically initiation of the soul. A trauma-induced secretion is an initiation. They're realizing quite a bit, or they have realized quite a bit, and I guess now they're in a position to be able to apply the information in their day-to-day lives. Hopefully. Hopefully. Princess of Spring. I think this is how they see you. I don't know what the card means. Optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. They see you as a princess of spring, and you are their dream. You're their dream person. You're pretty much everything they're looking for in an individual. And hopefully with that realization in place, this can, I guess, unfold in a different way than it did the last time, right? Maybe last time refers to a previous life. Who knows? We don't know. Maybe last time, quote unquote, last time is in reference to a different lifetime. Seven of Spring, be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. Ooh, this is going to be intense. This is going to be intense because if they approach, they're going to be approaching with both guts blazing. they're not going to be backing down. This is something where it's like, it's going to be something where it's like they're not going to be aggressive in the traditional sense. I don't know how to put it. It's a long game being played. It's not necessarily a game, but that's the concept, like the long game, where it's not like they're trying to convince you of something in the next 2 weeks and they're just going to go real hard for the next 2 weeks. No, if this person approaches you, it's going to be this thing of approaching very tentatively, testing the waters, really just it's kind of hard to breathe. Really just like, I don't know how to put it. I guess basically giving you the opportunity to just observe them and this hope that you'll see that they have integrity, that they're not trying to cause waves, they're not trying to rock any boats. They're just trying to be a sailor on your boat. I don't know. They want to be around you is the thing, you know. They want to be around you, and this is not going to be done in a disrespectful way. It's just not. That's the feel that I get. Now I see someone, the person I'm dealing with can be the most toxic, vengeful person I've ever met. Why are you still dealing with them? Like, you use toxicity on me, you try and be vengeful, you try and be petty with me, you're fucking out. Out. Like, I'll fucking move just to not let you have access to me. Like, out, and not even discuss you no more. I might give myself like a week or two to process like what the hell happened. But yeah, if I can classify you as toxic and vengeful, you need to not exist in my memory. You know, I am so thorough when it comes to removing people from my life. Like, I'm so good off that. I'm so good off that. My logic is this: there's no shortage of toxic people that I can play with. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be toxic with me? Okay, you can leave. Oh, you don't want to leave? Let me kick you the F out then. Oh, you think I'm going to miss you? No, baby boo. There's billions of other people who are toxic AF who are willing to play games with me. There's never going to be a shortage of toxic people. So, your importance in my life? No, you're not. You're not. There's no importance you carry in my life because toxic is toxic is toxic, and you can replace toxic so easily, let me tell you. You can replace toxic so easily. I promise you. I promise you. Make a post about it online. Make a post about how you're hurting. The toxic people will just find their way to you. You know? When you advertise in that way where it's like, um, I'm needing a new toxic person in my life. This is very like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, yeah, I'm done with toxic people. I'm done in a way where it's just like it's a waste of my breath, my truth, my existence to continue to discuss toxicity like that. Um, I'm just like, I don't even care what you did. You don't exist to me, you know? Or maybe people don't know. That's how I function. If I have to rationalize why you would try and destroy me, you don't exist to me. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. You don't exist to me. I have to protect the things that are important. And for the first time, probably in my life, I'm more important to myself than you are to me. Dear toxic people, for the first time in my life, I will not bleed for you. For the first time in my life, the stitches you use to attach your cord to my heart will be the very stitches I use to seal you out. I'm now more important to me than you ever could possibly be, toxic person. Maybe when we start living like that, toxic people won't be any type of um, conversation that's worthy of symposium. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Card number 6, the lovers. True love is that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So it's almost like the sense that someone is trying to return themselves back to good health. They're trying to balance themselves. They're trying to get to this place of centeredness so that they can be, you know, even more worthy of you. Oh my God, is this about my husband? Is this about my man? Yeah, no, okay, I'm serious, but I'm joking. He's been on a health kick, and he's just been on a health kick. I love it. I do. I seriously love it. I love it. I'm kind of just like, well, maybe I should get sexy back too. He's getting all like beef-tastic, and I'm like, what about me? Maybe I should be healthy. I should get healthier. Prince of Summer, romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. He's riding on a dream. He's riding in on a dream, offering you dewdrops of words. I don't know, you guys. If you know who I'm talking about for you, you have to assess, how did they leave? Did they just bow out gracefully? You know, like everyone's feelings were hurt. Both of your feelings were hurt. So they decided to bow out gracefully, or you decided to bow out gracefully. There was no attempt to destroy each other. If there was no attempt, then fine. You could see within that dewdrop. I love when Prince of Autumn, dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Oh, they're going to keep going. They're going to go from summer to autumn. This is going to play out like a freaking show. I swear to God. So first they're going to come in like very, very, like trying to be, just super full of, I don't know. They're going to try and win you over. And if it doesn't work right away, then they're going to turn into the Prince of Autumn, where they're cautious but wise in their actions. They're paying very, very, very close attention. You know? Very, very close attention. Oh my goodness. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. For the healthy ones, I'm not talking about toxic connections. If you're in a toxic connection, like really, please just, you take the basura, you put it in the trash, and then you leave it outside. Someone else will pick it up. I promise you. There's another empath out there that would love to have them as a person project, just like, you know, I'm just saying. So it's only a matter of time. This is for the non-toxic. For the toxic ones, I don't know. Y'all got to do what you got to do with that. And I don't know. When people be getting toxic with me like that, reports are filed. Not even joking. Not even joking. One time, someone got so toxic with me, it wasn't just a police report. It was a case initiated with the FBI. I'm not joking. Assigned an FBI agent and everything. Totally not joking. When your actions communicate that there is this small window of opportunity, then they'll take that opportunity. Not saying it's your fault, just helping you to calibrate your behavior. I don't give a damn if you're in a different country. I will speak to legal in your country. When your behavior goes above and beyond, I will speak to legal in your country and weigh out the different options to neutralize you. We have to stop being the type of people that will continue to allow the behaviors to infiltrate into our lives. We have to. If you're really done, don't open anything. For a specific person who had been trying for like, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years, nothing gets to see my eyes. Nothing. I get a vibe that you commented on something. I'm not even going to read the comment. I'm not going to go to the profile. Ban and delete. That's it. Ban and delete. Removed from everything. I'm good. When I'm good, I'm damn good. And that's how we need to start behaving when it comes to people who are disrespectful of our time and our space. Like, no, I'm not starved for attention. I don't need that type of attention. And when we start allowing people to think that we need attention, I don't know. Influence. Whatever you emanate, that is what your environment will be influenced by. If you emanate a sense of weakness, you feel like you're weak in your life, you feel like you have no power, you feel like this, you feel like that, that's what you're going to draw to you. And I experienced that for a couple of years where I was drawing people to me who were questionable, people who had the capacity and the willingness to do very hurtful, harmful things to me. That's because to some degree, I'm not saying I deserve that. I'm not saying I created that. I'm saying to some very deep degree, that is an external projection of my internal circumstance. So here's how I receive this comment, okay? It says, "Yep, I've deleted and blocked everything possible. New numbers are made every day. It's hard to keep up with." Are you a public figure? Because I promise you, if it wasn't the fact that my company is contingent on me being publicly visible, there would be zero profiles to follow. There would be no phone number to call or text. You know, you can delete your email address. You know that? You could go to Google, Gmail, and delete your email address. Maybe I'm just really good at disappearing, because if I'm done and I want to disappear, honey, you're not going to be able to find me at all. And it just so happens I'm a public figure at this point, so it's the only way you'll be able to see me. Catch me on a live stream, but you won't be allowed to comment. Yeah. We are not as weak. We are not as weak as we think we are. Well, you got to stop giving your number out to other people then, honey. You got to stop giving your number out to people. Why are you hanging around people who's hanging around him? I mean, okay, I'm done. I'm moving forward. Perspective. Allowing yourself to see your life from a clearer vantage point so that you can have a better perspective. The perspective that we have is what will greatly determine the way we experience whatever we are experiencing. Right? It's just one of those things. And Michael is saying to give you guys an idea of how to weed people out. What I personally would do, I would get one of those free telephone numbers. I would either get like a Google Voice, text free, whatever it is, where they issue you a new phone number. And I would grouping people. I would say maybe if there's enough people, I would create 3 groups. Group is a group that I know I could absolutely trust, and they get 1 phone number. The second group is a kind of questionable. You don't really know where their loyalties lie, so they would get a second phone number. The third group are people that I suspect is giving out my number. If that third phone number gets given out to the person I don't want to have my phone number, the entire fucking group gets axed. You want to play? If I got to question you, you need to be out. Be out. Be out. For me, that's logic. Like, that would be real easy to do. For me, I know a ton of people. I would say about 4 people have my phone number. I would say about 4 people have my phone number. And it's been that way for a very long time. Very long time. Public figure, yet my personal profile that I use to simply disseminate, spread my reach, private. Public spaces, don't post anything personal. Nope. Nope. We have to begin empowering ourselves. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about right now is not what this reading is about, but I know it's not just one person going through this. It's not just one person going through these types of things. So many people go through these types of things. Find your bravery. Face this head on. Face it head on. Did you know when you save every single email, every single text message over a prolonged period, you can begin to show authorities the pattern with which you are being harassed? So I'm on the phone with legal in a completely different country. And they're like, it's really hard to prove harassment. Yeah. Over the past how many months? I have over 1,000 emails. I can't prove it. I have screenshots of everything. Every single profile that's created to continue harassment of me, screenshot before it's banned. I don't read it. Screenshot before it's banned. I have an entire folder on multiple external hard drives and multiple online storage services. You're never getting rid of that. When you start to document the ways in which people treat you poorly, people have a tendency to not treat you as poorly anymore. They have a tendency to begin, maybe I shouldn't send that text. Maybe I shouldn't write that email. Maybe I shouldn't this and maybe I shouldn't that. And maybe you should start considering ways in which you can have them involuntarily held in a psychiatric facility for observation. If they're a danger to you or a danger to other people, I don't know what it's called in other states, but I know in California, that's considered a 5150. That's literally a 5150, involuntary psychiatric hold. You want to send me messages that are threatening? Implied threat? I mean, depending on what state you're in, that's a terrorist threat. That's illegal. That's illegal. You can do. Hello, dispatch. I just received a threat on my life. Like, I come from a place where, I come from the hood. Okay. That's considered snitching. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Stay out of my life. There's nothing to snitch on. Okay. I'm not living by street code at this point. I'm a grown ass woman running a real legitimate business. If you are going to continue to disrupt my life, I'm going to continue to take the appropriate legal action that is necessary. And after a while, there's going to be so much paper trail that it clearly shows your psychiatric instability. It's just one of those things, guys. I know I'm not the only person who's experienced this. I know the person commenting earlier was not the only person that's experiencing this. So many people experience this. Start acting like you're done. Don't just keep taking it. Don't be gaslit into this space of like, oh, you can't report them because blah, 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 blah. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. And you should. You should. You absolutely should. I have someone who's been stalking me since I was 16 years old. Why you not reach out? Because doot, doot, doot. Hello, dispatch. Because I will. I will. And you know I will. When we start respecting ourselves to the degree that we do not allow any of this, and there are consequences for these types of behaviors, people will begin to understand you really not the one. And on the days they don't want you to be the one, you absolutely are the one. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm not going to be your Bonnie. You're not going to be my Clyde. We're not doing this ride or die BS. Nope. Nope. I'm only ride or die with one man. And that one man don't disrespect me in that way. And that's why I'm ride or die with him. Everyone else? No. Mm-mm. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Not at all. People will try and do things to defraud you. They will try and do things to like threaten you. I even had someone who defrauded me in order to pay a quote unquote witch to curse me and my family. How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? Huh? Did you learn how protected I am? How'd that work out for you? I didn't even have to bat an eye. When you saw it in your own life and you have done tremendous amounts of work and investment in yourself and your protection, energetically, physically, whatever it is, I didn't even have to bat an eye. I just kept right on going. I just kept right on going. Right on going. Some people exist to disrupt your life flow. And it's up to you if you're going to give them passive permission to do so. It is up to you if you are going to give passive permission to do so. That's the end of it. Efficiency. We have to be efficient in the way we use our energy. I'm not going to keep arguing with you. People who are petty, people who go out of their way to try and be disruptive and try and be, destructive with me, my life, my journey in some way, shape, or form. You get categorized as an idiot in my life. I'm not joking. I then categorize you as an idiota and you're banished to the wastelands. Everything you do, I'm just going to ignore. I'm just going to ignore it until I have enough to take legal action. I'm just going to ignore it. And it's not even like I'm just not going to talk on it public. I'm literally ignore it like I don't exist while my team documents everything. Yeah. Seriously. When we are done, we need to start acting like we are done. Motion. Allowing yourself to move out of the spaces that keep you very much confined. Motion. And for people who are low in resources, you don't know what to do, and you need actual advice that could potentially be legal in nature, you simply go to a battered women's shelter. You contact a battered women's shelter in your area. You tell them the situation you're in, And sometimes these battered women shelters work pro bono with lawyers. Lawyers will work pro bono with them because they deal with a lot of domestic violence type stuff. And they can possibly give you legal advice. Or they can direct you to the agencies, to the organizations, whatever it is, that can provide you that legal advice. If you want to be out of there enough, you will find a way to get out of there. Because I promise you, no way in fucking hell will I stay in the same region where I've been treated in that way, where I've been hunted by another person. No fucking way I would stay there. None. Nope. None. Never. Never. See, when I say I'm done, the actions come right along with it. I'm leaving the whole area, probably the entire state. Believe. Allowing yourself to believe in whatever future potentiality you are feeling for yourself. So, kind of recalibrating with the way this reading is titled. Someone is finding you irresistible, and the urge to reach out to you is just becoming so undeniably strong. And they're reaching a point where they believe that it's about time to reach out. And I don't know that that's a wrong thing. I don't know that it's misguidance on their part. I think for those that this would apply to, it probably is time. It probably is a point where the both of you are positioned in your personal lives, like separately, to be able to receive communication in a much more mature way. And there might actually be progress. Like you guys might have the opportunity to progress beyond the initial hurt that occurred. Who knows? Choices. Someone is weighing out their choices. You know, they are really, really considering all sorts of different things, from the approach to where to approach to um, are they being foolish in this thought, in this desire to reconnect. There's just so many different things are being considered. And I think for some, the sense that I get is they're really going through whatever they're going through to solidify their life, to really ground themselves, in order to properly approach you. I don't know. They probably went through some major upheaval recently, or maybe not so recently. I'm not sure. But they want to be very, very solid in their approach, like very, very solid in their approach. So now they're considering all these different aspects of it. They've learned so much from you. Card number 7, celestial teacher. So I mean, if this is someone who's learned so much from you, either you had a pretty um you have had a pretty pronounced connectivity at one point, maybe in this life, maybe in previous life, or they didn't get a chance to have that connectivity with you, but they've been quietly watching you for some time. They've been quietly watching, and they're, I guess, really liking the way you view the world, the way you view yourself and your place in the world. I'm not sure. They find you very inspiring, for whoever this applies to. Someone is eating like some type of gummies. I don't know if it's like gummy bears. It's a type of flavor, or like fruit gummies, something. I can smell and taste it. Someone's eating some gummies. Oh my god. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. Oh my goodness. Is it gummy vitamins? I'm not able to have those because they usually have potato in it. Potato starch. That'll mess me up. Card number 20, limitless. They see you as like this limitless thing, you know, like, gosh, see, look. They want their choices to bring them to the same point that you're currently at already. They want you to, you know, this person is so in love with you. It's ridiculous. They have a cosmic connection with you. They have this connection that makes it very, very difficult for them to kind of just purge you out. To be honest, I think that they've tried to purge you out. They tried to walk away. They tried to forget you. And it was just like, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work, you know? You know, Maria, if you eat raw carrots while sniffing a bag of Skittles, the carrots will taste like the Skittles. If you want to eat something that you can't have and it has a strong smell to it, all you have to do is like smell that, sniff it while you eat the carrot, and it will taste like whatever you're breathing. I had an unhealthy relationship with food for a little bit. That's how it will taste. Okay, let me stop. Anyways, oh Lord. So mirrored souls, card number 21. Mirrored souls. This is someone who's a mirror of you. Like you're over there minding your own business and they're over there staring at you while your noses touch. I'm just saying. But see, there's no aggression there. There's just neutral observation. There's just a longing that's occurring. That's why I'm saying, like, this is not about people who are toxic AF with you, aggressive in their approach. Fuck those people. I'm saying, make me get all squeaky voice what time in the morning. F them. For real. F them. You don't need to do anything they want you to do just because they're insisting you do it. Hell no. Make me. Make me. I want to see you make me. And that's my approach for people like that. Make me. Make me. Okay? Make me get all freaking neck rolls and everything. I'm just saying. Make me. Whew. This is someone that's not trying to make you do anything. Look at the gentleness with which you're being held. The gentleness of the consideration. This is not someone trying to force their will upon you. Let's not confuse that. Let us not confuse that. Save yourself some neck strain. You don't got to do all the neck rolls and all of that stuff. Make the Oakland come out of my neck. Make the Oakland come out my neck. Dang it. I'm just saying. Let us not empower people like that in our lives. Whew. Okay? You want to approach me? You don't even have to grovel, but don't make eye contact initially. Initially, do not look me in the eyes. Kind of avert the gaze. Avert the gaze so I feel like I'm safe, like I've somehow asserted my dominance in that space, and now I'm like, okay, they understand. They understand. Okay, now I can hear you because you've shown me with the averting your gaze that you see me as, I guess, the dominant energy there. Even if I'm not, you know, kind of like play with me a little bit. No, I shouldn't joke around like that, because then people will take it seriously and then they'll take it like it's encouragement to have people like be manipulative with you. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Let me just play my music. Hold up. Don't play my music. I need some peace. I got myself all up in a whew. Mm, mm, mm. La, la. Mm. Mm. All right. I love this song. Oh my. Y'all feel that? All right. I'm good again. Okay. So, you feel that? I feel that. Mm-mm-mm. So, card number 11, enter the Jade Temple. Kuan Yin and her temple of peaceful jade causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that's concerning you is already underway. In fact, you're being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can more readily receive the divine solution and blessing of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. I'm wondering, are you that intoxicating energy? I'm wondering if my husband is that intoxicating energy. Like sometimes I feel the most intoxicating energy. Maybe I'm ovulating. There are moments on the path where conflict arises and struggles emerge. These conflicts may be within us or appear to be in an external relationship or situation. This can be part of the experience of life on the physical plane that actually helps us raise our vibration to find unity and yet still honor our individuality. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh. There's a resolution finding its way to you. There is a very, very profound resolution working its way towards whoever it is that needs things to be resolved. But you have to be willing to allow the resolution to enter your life. You love that song, Dylan. I love that song too. It's a track that was custom created for me. It was made for me. I love it. All right. Card number 28. Guya Kali, our divine mother who knows all, with every answer and every mystery within her power to disclose, provides knowledge at the right time and in the best way. You know? Um, so you're about to get the confirmation that you need. Ooh. Dude, I'm suddenly like super hot. Okay. I gotta just massive, massive surge of energy. All right. An answer to your question shall be provided. Do not immediately dismiss intuitions that are unexpected or lead you into unknown territory. Rest and reflect upon your insights, allowing your wisdom rather than a reaction to distill their usefulness and value. An entirely new perspective about a matter of importance is awakening. So the way you're seeing, if it's not a toxic situation, okay? The way you're seeing how things are unfolding within you, your emotion, outside of you, all of that, it's indicating something, a type of resolution that's being implemented very, very soon. Secrets shall be revealed, and all you need to know will be given to you. Hmm. So Marlene says, give it some time, just a little bit of time. I don't know what. Marlene says, give it some time, just a little bit of time. Um, Progress has been made, and um, if we allow it to unfold in the way that it's unfolding, then what will end up happening is, hold on. Hold on, guys. Then what will end up happening is um, you'll see, you will see how this plays out. And it'll play out in a way that it'll play out in a way that really is for the greatest good. Moonrock says maybe your stern talking from yesterday helped. Um Maybe. I mean, I can be the most patient person, but I can't be patient when it comes to people continuing to choose the same suffering unnecessarily. Yes, it does feel like someone is finding the courage. Courage for what? I don't know. You know? Someone is finding the courage, maybe to approach you, maybe to talk. I don't know. Maybe the courage to move forward. Ooh. Mm. That courage to move forward without you. Mhm. If that's what they need, right? Would you be okay if they moved forward without you, without having um, attempted any type of resolution? Would you be would you be okay if they moved forward without you? My logic, I'm okay with whatever makes you healthy, right? I'm okay with whatever makes you feel whole and instills peace in your life. Whatever decision that needs to be made that is in the most highest level of compassion for you, that's what I would like. That's what I'm okay with. So now you have to maybe consider, like, okay, maybe someone is moving forward, not moving forward towards you, but moving forward without you. Would you be okay with that? I think for many of us, maybe that's what we need to do is begin considering how to accept their forever absence, right? Thank you, Elle. Elle says, I appreciate you and the work you do. I mean, much love to you and your loved ones. Thank you. Um, Love has to be something from a place of such purity that it doesn't become future shackles or a gilded cage. Love must have the purity and integrity of something that sets you free. Love should be the feathers that grow in order to let the bird have the ability to choose to fly. It should not be future shackles or a gilded cage. Ever. Ever. So maybe it's time to come to terms with actually saying goodbye. Marlene says, no, 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 that's not. Don't take the reading there. I'm just saying, I'm totally the type of person where it's like, if I see that my presence hurts you and I actually care for you, I actually have love for you beyond the agape love that I have for everybody, right? If my presence hurts you and I love you and I see that you are struggling because you can't find the courage to walk away, I'll do it for you. I'll be the one to initiate it just to make it easier for you. Because I would never be okay with my love for you, whether it's a friendship, whether it's romantic. I would never be okay with that being the very thing that creates the gilded cage. I don't want to be the scissors that clip your feathers so that you can't actually fly. That wouldn't be okay with me. So maybe for some, that's a decision you need to make. Maybe for some, you have to find the courage to not basically sit around and wait for them to find the courage to decide whatever they're deciding if it's really that hard. Then maybe you're not the one they should choose. Maybe you're not the option. Like, I know anytime in our history, my husband and I, anytime in our history that we've had conflict and there's been discussion of, you know, how do we move forward from this? There's never been any hesitation on what he chooses. And what he chooses is to find a resolution that involves us remaining together. And that's not even something he has to like consider or anything like that. And so if you're not willing to let go and that's not any question for you, then maybe I need to reconsider why I would be willing to let go because maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't let go. And that's the thing is that if you guys are only holding on by bloody fingertips, I mean, what's really going on? Is it a case of one of you needs to find the courage, enough courage for the both of you to actually finally just let it go and walk away, close that door, not slam it shut, but gently close it and let go of the doorknob? That's hard to do. I know it's hard to do for quite a few of you. But sometimes that's what love is asking for you or from you. Okay? So do not immediately dismiss intuitions that are unexpected or lead you to unknown territory. Rest and reflect upon your insights, allowing your wisdom rather than a reaction to distill their usefulness and value. An entirely new perspective about a matter of importance is awakening. A secret shall be revealed, and all you need to know will be given to you. I don't know who this applies to. I just know, like, if I were to ever tell you that I love you, I wouldn't want to be the reason that you hurt. I would willingly choose to let you go. I would willingly take actions that are necessary to remove me from you in order to mitigate the suffering that you feel in my presence. So find the courage to love people in the way that they need. Okay? Not in the way that's convenient, the way that they need. You've been going through this for quite some time. That's what it looks like and feels like. Marlene, in a very stern voice, says, take it all back. Take what back? Take what back? We can't own people. We really can't. We can't own people, and we can't have this thinly veiled ultimatum. It cannot be a continuation of this thing for like, you're a horrible person making me wait, but I refuse to move forward without you. Like, that's a manipulation. Why do I not wait for anyone? Because I don't want you to live out of obligation, knowing that I'm sitting around waiting for you. And so now you feel obligated to make a decision. I won't wait around. I'll carry on with my life. And if our paths cross again, they cross again. And if they don't, I hope you have the most amazing, beautiful, love-filled, peace-infused life. I mean that. I really, truly mean that. So now we have to decide which decision needs to be thought of first. Do you need to think of leaving or staying or what? Kavi says, if your legacy of light is aligning with another individual, there is no need to sweat it, but you're allowing them to walk forward. Guess it's too much to weigh on this cosmic scale. The cosmic scale has no parts. The scale that you show with the two parts, like the Libra, that's a human perception of a scale. Cosmic scale has no parts. Not like that. The reason that scale has two parts is because it symbolizes and taps into the dualistic nature of human consciousness. Humans are dualistic in nature. Souls are totalities. So souls do not weigh in that manner. They don't try and create equality in that way. Something can be huge paired with something really, really tiny, and they could both carry the same depth of gravity. So in twin pairs, okay, there's one that's a navigator and one that's a power pack. They're never equal. People think that twins are equals. They're never equal. Usually one twin is much older than the other. Usually the one that's older is the one that's the navigator, and the younger one is the power pack. When they come together, the navigator can harness the power pack, not using the other twin, but harvesting that energy and being able to intentionally, utilize it. In my twin pairing, I know for a fact my energetic etheric counterpart is a hell of a lot stronger than me. I know that. That's not something I'm embarrassed about. I know that. That's brute force, though. I have nuanced abilities. They also have tremendous capability, but my capabilities are much more nuanced. I can read the thought between the spaces of the letters that form the words that are selected to write the sentences that fill the paragraphs in the books of life. Huge difference. Huge difference. That's not to say I'm weak. It's to say I understand my power and their power is very different, yet it comes together cohesively in a very synergistic manner. We suffer and struggle because we take cosmic concepts and attempt to apply them for human circumstance. It just doesn't work. That's not something you can merge. They're on different planes of existence. You can't merge the two. They're not the same thing. They have to be of like properties to exist on the same plane. And if they're not like properties, they're not going to exist on the same plane. And that's just that. That is just that. That's it. Okay? So, this concept of letting go and moving forward without you, that's a fallacy if this is actually a twin that you are believing this reading is for. Twins were never separated. It was a polarization of that consciousness formation. That was it. That was it. You're still very much connected. It's like when that egg gets fertilized and it becomes, I believe it's called a diploid, and then a haploid, and then it becomes a zygote. And these are all the separation, the pinching off of one and doubling. But it's still part of the same being. When you go high up enough, there was never separation between the two. There just never was. There never was. There just never was. Why can I exist in this place of comfort, ease, security, when I'm doing energetic work for the general public? Why? Because I'm fully aware of the capabilities of my counterpart. That twin the twin defensive response. Yeah, I promise you, no matter how big your mouth is, you bit off way more than you could chew for that. I don't even have to do anything. I don't have to ask. I don't have to beg for support. That's just naturally given by the higher selves. I don't have to be in contact with a human being. This is something that's naturally given by the higher selves. That's something that people have witnessed in live streams where something about their energy or whatever's happening, and they hear me say like, no, don't do anything. Like, I think it was just in December for one of the fire ceremonies. I was scanning for someone and the type of parasitic thing that was going on for them. Both Michael and the counterpart wanted to attack this person. I'm like, no, don't do that. I want to know what they need. Like, don't do that. They're not wanting to harm me. The things that we think about on a human level has nothing to do with the cosmic. It really has nothing to do with the cosmic. There's no way that you can convince me that they're one and the same thing, because they're not. Human perception on love and connectivity is kindergarten, preschool, kindergarten, that level. The basic soul cosmic level of love, that's grad school. Just because you use pencils and pens just like you do in kindergarten does not mean the curriculum is the same. It does not mean the comprehension and the utilization of the information learned will be the same. It's just not. Okay, Marlene, I take it all back. God, calm down. Calm down. She's starting to cry. She needs to calm down. I'm not trying to make you cry. These readings are not for me. These readings are not for me. These readings are for whoever of you need to hear something. Okay. And you'll know exactly what that something is that you need to hear. Okay. So she needs to just calm down. Just calm down. She says, you say things with such certainty that people will misconstrue your words. That's not for me to be concerned with. That's for the person to address whatever it is that's being triggered within them. Okay. Marlene is not a person on the stream with loud thoughts. She's a disembodied person. She's someone who has transitioned a while ago. You know? Marlene needs her own song. You guys don't be mean to Marlene. Don't be mean to her. Don't be inconsiderate of her feelings. She's just really upset. She's upset because she thinks that her presence is what triggered me to say the things that I just said, and that it will cause more frustration and pain. And that's not my intent. That's not my intent. If people want to make assumptions, they can make assumptions. You know, they can make assumptions, and that's for them to make. But I will not edit or withhold the thoughts that come forward and risk people who need to hear it not hearing what they need to hear when they need to hear it, just to tiptoe around her feelings. That's just not how I am. Now, if she wanted to have conversation privately, maybe I'd tiptoe around her a lot more. But not when it carries with it the implication of me needing to edit the messages. No, I won't do that for you, Marlene. Now she's just irritated with me. That's okay. I've adopted her to be part of my family. So yeah, join, hop in line, Marlene. You're not the only person irritated with me. Oh, well. No, okay, let me stop. All right, guys, I have to get going. Class is going to start soon. If you please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. If you're watching me from Facebook, please share this video out. Give it a heart and repost it in all the different groups that you're in. Send it to the people who you think would benefit from it, from whatever I talked about today. And I hope everyone has an amazing, amazing rest of your day. I'll be going live later on this afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to do expedites. If you would like a reading, a personal reading, or if you would like energy work, look for my post. I'm going to post it in a couple hours, and you'll be able to select from the expedites list. That changes every week. Every week it changes, but you'll be able to select from there once I post it. Okay. So I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, everyone.